All of you seeing my notes. I'll prepare a live notes also in front of you. Able to
Yes.
see, no? Okay.
Yes.
Right. Look at. So we are defining what is a data first. We'll go step by step. It is nothing but details of any organization and its elements called organizational elements. Organizational elements. Okay. What is data? It is nothing but details of any organization and its elements called organizational elements. Example, a simple example will take. So take a bank. Bank is an organization and organizational elements of a bank. Bank are, what are the organizational elements? Accounts or account holders, transactions, and the bank clerks. They do the transactions. Officers, different rules and regulations. So these are all comes as details of an organization called data. Okay. So the details of an organization called data is called here as bank details, like bank name, like SBA, ICICI Bank, or Bank of America, or CABC, Barclay. And the organization details means the organization elements details. What are the organization elements details? Account holders, transactions, bank clerks, officers, different rules and regulations, like interest rates, so what are the charges for fund transfer, this kind of things. That is called data. I hope all of you understood this. What is meant by data? Data is nothing but organization details and its elements details. Like that, one more example. Just to make you understand more in detail. Another example. College is an organization and organizational elements of a college elements of a college are students, faculty, classrooms, lab, attendance, even in table, exams, results, subjects, course. So like this, we'll be having lot of organizational elements. In these certain organizational elements are can be seen directly. Student can be seen physically available in the world. Faculty can be seen, classrooms can be seen, but certain things are internally represented in the form of data. Of course, student data is also represented internally, but tangible. That means visible to us. Certain things are tangible. Certain things are living ones. Human is there, student, faculty like this. Some people are, some of the items are non-living, like rooms, classrooms, labs. So visible, invisible, living, non-living, whatever it may be, all these details comes under the data. First, we have to understand as a data engineer, what you are going to do. You are doing engineering with the data. What is meant by engineering here? How we are going to do? First, we need to understand. Irrespective of your background, listen carefully. Irrespective of your background may be BTech Computer Science, MCA, MBA, BCom, BSc, BTech other branches, chemical, mechanical, civil, no problem at all. No difference at all. First, if anything is there in your mind, I am BTech civil engineer, I am BCom, I am MBA. It is difficult for me to learn this course. How can I learn this course? The other people are well qualified like BTech computer science, MCA, but I am not having that knowledge. This kind of thinking first you remove from your brain. Because there is no difference. Absolutely, there is no difference. We are learning a new topic, first of all, into a new direction. And the concept, I'll make it very simple. I'll give you my 31 years of experience in the real time. That experience I am going to give you in this direction to all of you. Right from fundamental level. Right from fundamental level to the professional level. I'll make it very simple as that drinking a water. So that is the reason even some certain complex concepts also there, but I'll make them simple. Anybody can understand. Even an SSC standard people also can understand. I'll make that much simple, the concepts. So that is the reason, don't worry about your background academic qualification. First thing, be confident. Anything is there, you forget about your qualification today itself. I am assuring that everybody can do the learn the course, everybody can become successful. With my 31 years of experience, I am telling to you. I trained more than 1 lakh students, not 1,000 or 10,000 or 20. More than 1 lakh students I trained. With that confidence, I am telling to you. Proved confidence. So that is the reason you be confident, and whatever I say, exactly follow it. Then you will be successful. How to learn, I am going to tell in this first session itself. How to plan learning also I'll tell. You might have learned earlier in different subjects from different faculty. But I'll give you one path of learning. You adopt that one. Definitely success is with you. With the highest package. I want you be with the highest package in very good company. That should be the aim. A systematic, determined learning will reach you to that goal. No other is required. Only the required thing is systematic learning, proper learning. That is important. So now first I introduced what is data. I hope all of you understood. Data is nothing but details of an organization, its elements. Lot of organizations are there. Bank is there, college is there, hospital is there. Amazon like selling organizations are there, sales organizations are there. Many organizations are there. Every organization will have some details. That details are called data. So what is the purpose of the data? Why we need a data? The next question is why we need data. Why we are discussing about data? We need the data to perform the business activities. Data is needed to perform business activities. Why we need data? That is the straight question. Straight question answer is data is needed to perform business activities. Example, bank account holders details are needed to perform bank transactions. Activities means transactions such as depositing money, withdrawing money, depositing, withdrawal, even fund transfer. Okay. Fund transfer, etc. These are all called activities. Okay. Needed to perform activities of bank such as transactions. What are the transactions here? Deposit, withdraw, fund transfer, etc. Similarly, for a college also, college will have a course. Students will register for that. Students will register for that and attend the classes according to their timetable. do practice in the lab for various subjects, and write the exams, get the result, passed, certificate. Different activities. For that one, we need the data. What data? Students' data, subjects' data, course details. And then on that, activities will be there, like attending the classes as per the timetable, doing the lab, writing exams. These are all activities. So, what is the data we understood? And why we need data also we understood. Data is needed for managing the business activities, for doing the business activities. Then why we need, array software professionals, why we need this data? Why we have to become data engineer? That can be done by a college management staff or a bank staff. Why we have to learn? Because this data is needed to be managed in the computer. The data has to be managed in the computer devices, and it should be served to the stakeholders of that organization. In a bank, bank clerk, bank officers, bank account holders, these are the stakeholders of that organization. In a college, student, faculty, management team, they are the stakeholders of that college or organizational elements, in other words. So, why we are going to deal with this data management operations? So, why we need data for doing business activities? How we are going to do these business activities? How we are going to maintain the data and perform the business operations? That is only data engineering. So you are going to give the complete support in the back end for any organization for doing their transactions smoothly, for doing their activities smoothly. But data engineers not only deal with transactional data or transactional databases, but also social media data also, like Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook. So these are the social media organizations which are having a unstructured data. So what a bank or a college will have a structured data. Structured data means a fixed format will be there. Fixed data will be there. There is a format and a type. Only that type of data is only will be there. In WhatsApp, Twitter, and all kinds of data, video, audio, clips, whatever you want, messages. So there also you need to manage. So that is the data engineering there. So that is the reason a data engineer not only manages the structured data, but also manages the unstructured data also. So data management, data processing is required. So we understood what is the data, why we need data for the maintenance of any organization, management of the organization. Then what is the role here is very simple. As a data engineer, you have to manage the data. As a data engineer, you need to manage the data. So role of data management. Data management. Any organization needs data management or their organizational activities. Okay. So what is meant by data management here? What is meant by data management here? Data management is nothing but data storing, data modification, data deletion, calculations on data, and grouping or categorizing data, grouping or categorizing the data, sorting the data in ascending, descending order, sorting the data in ascending or descending order, grouping or categorizing data, all computer science students, CSC, all electronic students, all electrical students, all mechanical students, like this different branches in an engineering college or in a degree college, all BCom students or BSc students. So that is called categorization of data. This is called sorting the data. Sorting means representing the data in the ascending order of their names, or representing the data in highest marks people first and lowest mark people last, or you want to focus on low scored students to take more attention on them, lowest mark students first and then highest mark obtained secured students are last. So that is called sorting, grouping, categorization. Data analysis, as I said, top 5 ranked students, bottom 5 ranked students. So this is the way our top selling shares, our top losing shares, consistent shares. This kind of lot of things we are going to manage. So here all these things, whatever we are doing, it comes under the data management. All these things comes under the data management. Data storing, data modification, data deletion, calculations on data, grouping or categorization of the data, sorting the data, data analysis, business intelligence. Data analysis is different. Business intelligence means decision making, how to improve the sale, trends. After analysis, decision making is done with wiseness. So these are the most important things. Any more we can do, but all major things I covered here already. So data management is nothing but first storing the data. If any mistakes are there or if any changes are there, making the changes to the data. If no longer the data is not required, remove the data. For example, you started a new academic year, all the student details are stored along with their registered course details. If any student's phone number or address are changed, then we have to modify that. If already 4 years or 3 years study is over, the student details are no longer required as a active student. So that can be removed from the current database and can be given to archive database. Archive database means backup database. Not necessary that every day database should carry that, because if the database is carrying all the 30 years back, 50 years back students details, the current database will become slow. That is reason the details of the students which are no longer required in the database, we are going to remove them. But we'll keep safe for future reference some other database that is called archive database or auxiliary databases. Or by mistake you enter the data, you no longer required even for future also, permanently delete it. And calculation on data, you want to find out how much fees is paid, how much fees has to be paid, further balance or attendance percentage, marks percentage, grading, all comes under the calculations. And grouping and categorizing, as I explained, different categories of students will be there, branches, course wise, branch wise. As I said, sorting of the data, top people, top 10 people, scored people, bottom weak people. So this is only sorting. Analysis is different. Sorting is different. Sorting is only ordering the data. But data analysis is going to analyze the data. Which of the students are more getting the marks in all the examinations? That is the analysis. So conducted quarterly exams, half-yearly exams, annual exams or semester exams. Consistently, which of the students are getting? So analysis. So based on the what type of subject they are getting. One person getting more marks in maths, not getting in chemistry. So analysis is different. In Amazon, one item is selling more. Last month sold nicely. This month is not selling. Like that in the college, in the last exam, the student did well. This exam not doing. For the first year, his performance is very good. Second year is become very worst. These all comes under the analysis. Relatively comparing the data and finding out some outputs. And intelligence is a deficient. Then, of course, intelligence basically based on the analysis only. So this is the way. Actually, data analysis is also part of the intelligence only, to be frank. So this is the way data management operations will be there. And you are going to learn in this class all these things related to structured data. And unstructured data and large volume of the data you learn in the rest of the classes. So I am going to
Sir,
teach you. Yes.
means we have to learn how to structure the unstructured data.
Yeah, first you are going to learn structured data with the help of the technology called Oracle database. Okay.
Okay.
And later you have to concentrate unstructured data. The unstructured data will be dealing with other things like, as I said, WhatsApp, even Facebook, this kind of data, unstructured data. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
right. So now, all of you mute, please. So we are going to discuss. Now we are going to discuss about all these things systematically, one by one concepts. The first thing I am going to concentrate how to store the data. Because if you don't know how to store the data, remaining activities are very difficult. Remaining activities are very difficult. Okay. So if you want to do the remaining activities properly, storage should be the first thing you have to concentrate. You want to cook a good food, then ingredients are most important. Bring the proper ingredients and then cook it properly. Nice taste food will come out. So if a bank or Amazon kind of organizations not storing the required details properly, then remaining all business activities will not take place. Every time some problem will be occurring only. The storage is the most important. First we'll concentrate on the storage first. We'll first initially concentrate on the storage, then how to do modifications, deletions, first thing. All these things, the initial concepts. Then calculations, grouping, categorization, all these things will be done later on it. So what data you are going to store? You need to understand first. So common types of data you need to understand. Common types of data. So the common types of data is anywhere numerical data will be there, like account number, student number, amount, balance, phone number. So all these things comes under numerical data. Other than the numerical data, we are going to have character data like address, customer name, email ID. The character data will have ABCD like alphabet, special symbols like at the rate, slash, hyphen. A door number will be 10 hyphen 2A slash 3. Array numerical values are there, alphabets are there, special symbols like hyphen, slash. Email ID at the rate gmail.com. At the rate symbol is there, dot com, dot is there. This type of data comes under the character data. And then date to data, like date of joining, date of birth, date of sale, date of delivery, date of booked order in Amazon. That's all. If you are able to manage these three types of data, you are a data engineer only. So, who is declared as a civil engineer? He is able to know all the constructions, different types of constructions. as part of it, how the construction takes place, if he knows it, then he is a civil engineer. Like that, you want to become a data engineer, first you should able to manage the data. Which type of data you require to manage? Numerical data, character data, date data. These are the common types of data in the industry.
Sir, would you please explain data
That's what
again?
I said already. I will explain once again. See, date of birth is a date only. Date
Okay.
of booking an order in Amazon is a date only. Date of delivery of the booked order to a customer is also date only. Date of joining in a college or in a organization as an employee is also date only. Understood?
Yes.
That is a date. And this date will be very wide because international dates will be different. Times will be there. Time zones will be there. All kind of things will be there. So examples. Numerical data. Examples. Student number, employee number, account number, unit price of an item or item price, etc. All these things comes under the numerical data. Character data, employee name or student name, address, email ID, etc. Date data, date of birth, date of joining, order booking date, etc. So like this, we are having different types of data. Numerical data, character data, date data. So all these things will be there. Now, as a data engineer, it is your responsibility to store and do the remaining management operations as I explained here. Storing, modification, deletion, calculation, grouping, sorting, analysis, intelligence, BI. So as part of your data engineering, the first thing you are learning a structured data. In the structured data, we are going to learn about these data first. We'll get the professional knowledge in this. Take them real time knowledge. You can work in any MNC company for any project, whatever it may be, in any country. Japan, China, Australia, India, Saudi Arabia, because different languages will be there. Not only US English or Britain English or Canadian English, Brazil English, but also other languages, Germany, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Arabic. Right, name anything, you are able to do it. That is a real-time concept I am going to give you. Most of the concepts which I am going to teach you will not be found in so easily in any of the websites also. It's an experience is transferred to you. My experience is transferred to you. Because of that one, you will get the concepts. Many of the things are not readily available in the many of the documents. But I'll give you the PDF. Every day PDF will be given. In front of you, the PDF is prepared. While teaching only, in front of you, a live PDF is prepared. A live notes is prepared for you. I don't believe in preparing the documents, PDFs, slides, bringing them, teaching them. I never did that kind of thing in my entire career. because that will not address the crowd properly. According to the interest of the students, according to their understanding levels, the preparation of the content should be there. The first thing. And second thing, when it is live, understanding will be 100%. And again, reading that live PDF or notes, once again, it will register in your brain properly. I already said systematic learning of the subject. What is meant by systematic learning of the subject? That's what I said. This is the systematic learning of the subject. So live PDF or notes is prepared in front of you with your involvement. You will understand in the class while it is going on. Later, the same PDF after the class, immediately start reading it. Immediately start reading it. Once your teaching session is over, what are you going to do? You have to learn. So read the PDF. You should not be overconfident. I already attended the class. I am very, very clearly understood. 100% I know. Even though you understood 100%, you required to read the PDF once again. And by heart certain keywords. Try to memorize certain keywords like what is data, what is meant by data management, what are the activities of the data management. You have to memorize them. For memorizing them, you need to read the PDF. And also, since this is the beginning class, there will not be any practical thing like writing the commands or doing anything on the data directly. Today we'll understand what is data. That is the main concept, today's concept. So after reading the PDF, in the PDF some commands will be there on every day. You have to practice them once. Array, in the class already I typed the command, I got the output. Why you have to type once again? You may be thinking. That is for your practice, and you yourself again analyze with your brain. All these things will take not less than, not more than 1 hour. Within half an hour to 1 hour, you can finish it after the class. Then every day a task is given to you. First day no task will be there, but second day onwards a task will be there for you. You have to do the task and you have to submit the task. So you have to do the task and you have to submit the task. So if you want to do the task professionally, these all tasks are real time. So you have to first get grip on the concept which I have taught to you. For that reason only, you have to read the PDF once again and practice the content of the PDF once again. Because first you are seeing with your eyes, what is the command I typed, what kind of response we got from the system. That is your observation. Observation is different from practically doing. Suppose somebody is driving a car, sitting in the back seat and observing it. You will not get yourself driving. Unless otherwise you do the driving, learning the driving, you will not become a good driving person for a car. Like that, simply listening to my class and reading the PDF is not sufficient. You have to practice it also. Every day practice. You have to do half an hour to minimum 2 hours. Half an hour, 1 hour to 2 hours. Minimum or maximum, even maximum also sufficient. That is initially. Later you may require sometimes additional 1 hour. So even though you are an employee, don't bother. Daily 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour, you can easily take. In 24 hours, even 12 hours you given to your office also. 6 hours given for sleep also. 2 hours for relaxation, food, eating, and exercise. You will be getting left over 2 to 3 hours minimum. 2 to 3, 4 hours also we can manage. So we need 1 hour minimum, even 2 hours. If you are able to do it, it is done. You will become professional. So this is the approach you have to adopt for systematic professional learning of the concepts. Irrespective of your background, everybody can do it. So I think you got what I explained to you. Stick to the schedule. Now, after giving the task, after doing the task, you have to submit back to your coordinators. Course coordinators will be there for you. You know already. You might already interacting with them. So you have to interact with them for submitting the task. And any doubts are there, you can discuss with them, or you can also discuss with me in the next class. Tomorrow again 8 o'clock we'll assemble. At that time again you need to discuss any task we are unable to do it or having problem in understanding it, or it is too much tricky idea you are not getting. It's not that you will get idea for everything. If everything is given with a simple manner, you will not. So the subject will be going on, will be real time. So that reason the strength will be increased. But at the same time, ideas are also given by me directly or indirectly. And certain ideas you are going to do by yourself. And all of you need to have a group discussion inside your class with your whoever are there. You can discuss with your friends and make yourself exchange of subject, and you become a professional in this particular topic. So this is the simple, straight, systematic approach for learning. Right. Now coming to this data, how to store the data now. That is the important for us. Storing data. Next concept is we understood what type of data will be there. Data storing we need to discuss. Data storing. The first activity. Real time how the data is stored. You know data is stored in a computer. Any organization's data is stored in computer in a secondary storage devices, you know, permanently. So you take a bank details, you take a college student details, or you take any details of Amazon products details. Any organization data is stored in computer in secondary storage devices permanently. What is meant by secondary storages? Secondary storage devices are magnetic disks. Magnetic disks such as hard disk drive. You know, you heard about hard disk, all of you. Hard in your laptop or in your PC, hard disk will be there. Hard disk drive, we call it a HDD, hard disk drive. Or the latest technology is solid state disks. Solid state disks, SSDs. Is the latest technique based on the semiconductor electronics. Because magnetic disks will have some mechanical movements and the magnetic surfaces will be there for reading, writing the data. Because of that one, wear and tear will be there, and after some time, They stop doing reading and writing operations. Data loss may occur. Even mechanically reading the data, writing the data is always a delay one. Whereas a solid state disks are not like that. Electronics devices, no wear and tear. Speed will be almost a 40 percentage to 70 percentage improvement when compared to the HDDs. So nowadays the total trend is SSDs only. Hard disk era is almost all over at the end. So any organization's data is stored in computer in a secondary storage devices permanently. Here the word permanently I used. That is important. Permanently. Because you can store today, you can use it any number of years. That is the concept of permanently. Whether current is there or not, power is there or not, it is going to give you the data. It is able to maintain the data. If power is not there also, it is going to maintain the data. That means in a hard disk, whatever you store today, you store, you just shut down your computer, tomorrow you open, it will come. Because it's already stored permanently, tomorrow we can read. In the middle, there is no current for your PC. Still it is able to retain the data. Retain. So that is the, in solid state, how it is happening, you said is electronics. So electronics, this one is required. No. A special kind of circuits are there. They are able to retain the data, even though power is not there. Or your pen drive is having the data or not? Your pen drive will be storing a lot of songs, videos, your profile. The pen drive is already storing the data. Whether current is there or not. Whenever you want, you just insert that one into USB port, into your television, into your laptop, or into your desktop, or anywhere you can see it. It's permanently stored. SSD also a similar kind of it, for your understanding. So data is always stored permanently in the hard disk in these devices. I hope you understood this concept. But how it is stored? In which language the data is stored? Data storage format. In, so data storage format. The next one is data storage format. How data is stored in a computer? So computer is a digital device and it is able to store the data in machine language in terms of ones and zeros only. That is called binary numbers. Any computer stores data in binary language or machine language. With ones and zeros. Data storage format. How the data is stored? Data is not stored in the form of Marathi, not stored in the form of English or Hindi. Data is stored always in the format of ones and zeros only inside a computer. See, I am preparing this MS Word document. I am preparing this MS Word document. But when I want to store permanently, how I can store? Go to some drive like E drive. Select a appropriate folder where you want to store, and notes. I selected some path, and this is a day one. Day one notes. Given a title as day one notes. I am storing in some path. Save it. How it is saved? With a file name, it is saved by converting this entire content of English into ones and zeros. Into ones and zeros. Understanding? So now I am preparing this document for you. I saved it in a E drive. So with the name day one notes, and this entire content, whatever I have typed, is converted into ones and zeros and stored in the binary language or machine language. I already said I'll teach the concept from fundamental level to the professional level. Earlier, even you are a BTech computer science, you may not be knowing up to the depth, even though you studied BTech, MTech. Also, practicality may not be there because college is always college, and professional training from me is different.
Sir, would you focus on uh, some more details on machine language?
We are going for that one only now.
Okay, okay.
Okay, you are going to learn that one only now. So any computer stores data in binary language or machine language with ones and zeros. So it is in the combination of ones and zeros. Why always ones and zeros? Why not I, E, U, like Hindi or Marathi language? Or why it is not like ABCD? Are why we have to go to ones and zeros? Because God is decided like that. Are God, why he is decided like that? You may get a doubt. I just give simple examples for your best remembrance. In this nature, everything will have two states only generally, or maximum third state will be there. Day, night in a day, or transition, morning, evening. So in a day, either sunshine will be there or darkness will be there, light or dark. Only two states. In your room, light may be on or off, two states. Fan may be on or off, AC may be on or off, two states. Even now you are in a wake up state. रात होने के बाद सोता है आपको. So sleep state, that is. So two states only. But there will be unstable state also we never consider. A person is not getting up, not sleeping, simply wasting the time. Or a switch is not on or off in the middle, it is oscillating. That means the switch is gone. Useless state, that is. If a switch is neither coming, standing at on state or off state, just oscillating, then we say that switch is gone. Then electrician come and replace the switch. Evening 6 o'clock or 5:30 to 6:30, morning 5:30 to 6:30, a transition period will be there. The darkness will go, slowly sun will come in the morning. Evening also, slowly sun will go and dark will be entered. If moon is not coming, complete darkness will come. The transition period is not that much useful for us, and it is for a while only. We always depend on stable things. Stable things like on, off, present, not present. A student is present in the class or not present in the class. Transition state is present but thinking somewhere else. No use. So always stable states are important for us. Even in the magnetic disk, I said that secondary storage devices are storing with magnetic disks. Magnetism is used, positive magnetism and negative magnetism. Clockwise magnetism, anti-clockwise magnetism. Only two states will be there for magnetism. So any magnet will have two faces, very well. Like poles repel, opposite poles attract each other. You might have experienced already. So like that, magnetism also will have two types of representation. As either we can write the magnetic force in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. If you are already studied about physics properly, you will remember. Otherwise, you take it as granted, I am telling. So magnetic disks are going to store 1 and 0 with positive and negative. That means so clockwise and anti-clockwise magnetic technique. Whereas a solid state disks or RAM memory is going to store the data with the help of transistors. A transistor is a one electronic component. The RAM or anything will have a transistor. It is an electronic component. Will have two states, stable states: cutoff and saturation. Cutoff means zero voltage. Saturation, some plus 5 volts or anything. It is saturated, allowing the current to flow. If you on the switch, the current flow starts. If you off the switch, stop the current. So zero current passes. If you stop the switch, off the switch. If you on the switch, then flow of current will be there. So flow of current is 1. No flow of current is 0. So in a SSD RAM, we are going to store the data in terms of ones and zeros. Those are electronics background type. Whereas magnetic disks like hard disks and other things, positive, negative. That means clockwise and anti-clockwise kind of things. That is the reason ones and zeros are used. Ones and zeros are used in a computer. Even our daily life also, everywhere you start thinking only two stable states will be there. Third one is a useless state. Even human beings are male and female. So two stable genders. Unfortunate gender is third gender, transgender. You know very well. No need to comment on it, but it's a quite unfortunate kind of thing. That is. So always ones and zero. The God decided everything like that only. So here also the binary language or machine language will have only ones and zero. Suppose if I want to write A in a computer, we can write A in a computer also. So how do you write A in a computer? I just show you. See, A ASCII value. What is ASCII? I will explain. Is 65. Or A in binary. I can write A in binary code. See, 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1. See, capital A. B, same thing with 1 0. Then C, 1 1. Then D, 1 0 0. See how the combinations are there? Like that only 5 in binary code, 1 0 1. Like that only blank space, even blank space also 1 in binary code. See, blank space is also like this. Like this for every symbol. that we represent will have a combination of ones and zeros with some character coding system. With some character coding system like ASCII, computer code. Computers work in binary code. Information or data is coded using zeros and ones. Each 0 and 1 is called as a bit. Okay, just I opened some document. See, every symbol is having a binary equivalent number. Blank space 32, this is the binary. Exclamatory mark 33, this is the equivalent binary. So in a Word document, if I type these are the symbols or A, B, C, D, then automatically converted into this binary and stored into the hard disk in magnetic form or stored into SSDs or RAM in electronics form. Ones and zeros. That is called machine language. So the binary language, everything is going to be converted. Everything is going to be converted into the binary language or machine language. Who is converting? With the help of some coding system. With the help of some coding system, a translation is taken place. Suppose some people want to visit some tourism spots like Ajanta, Ellora, or forts of Shivaji Maharaj, or India Gate in Mumbai. Suppose some French people came or Japanese people came. They don't know Hindi, they don't know English. Then a guide will be there, a translator will be there. They'll speak in their language so that they will understand the importance of it. They will enjoy the tourism because of the translator. Like that only, different people from different countries write the details in different languages. I written the details in English. Somebody may write in Marathi. Somebody may write in Hindi. Somebody may write in Japanese. Somebody may write in Chinese, Arabic, French, German. No problem. There will be some character coding systems or coding systems. Data coding systems will be there. As I shown the data coding system here, ASCII is one of the coding system. What is ASCII? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. American Standard Code. For what purpose? Information interchange. That means the data or the information, it is interchanging from English to American English. It's an American code. So it translate only American English. Why it has to translate Marathi? So it's an American English translated by this coding system into binaries and store in the computer. And later again, you open the file, it convert that binary format code into again American English. That is the work of a ASCII. Like that, different coding systems are there for different country languages. I'll explain them now because you are going to work for real time. I already promised that I am going to give you my 31 years of experience working for worked for many projects and working also now some projects as a database consultant. In my career, I saw different language applications. So I'm going to explain you how those things are handled in your data engineering course is concerned. So here, let us come back to this data storage format. I think all of you understood. Any computer stores data in binary language or machine language in ones and zeros. Okay, but human, but humans cannot understand ones and zeros directly. Ones and zeros data directly. Okay. Human languages data will be generally in English, Hindi, Marathi, Chinese, Japanese, etc. So here, so we need a translator or converter between human languages to binary and vice versa also. From binary to human languages. This is the thing. So for this one, character coding systems or data coding systems are available in order to fulfill this. Character or data coding systems are available. Understanding? So data or character coding systems. What are the data or character coding systems? These are used to translate data or information present in human languages format to binary language format or vice versa. That's all. Some of the popular coding systems are popular coding systems are ASCII stands for American Standard. Okay, American Standard Code for information interchange. American Standard Code for information interchange. Okay. It is used to translate US English, US English into binary and vice versa. Example, capital A is represented with binary number as I shown some time back. The capital A. So this is the 00011. Okay, this is the way. So here, similarly, even other things also. 5 is represented binary, number as 101. or in ASCII code, 5 value will be in 8 bits, right? Numerical 5 is represented with 53. Okay, it is represented with 53. See here sheet is there. So in this 53 is not represented, not given complete sheet. Okay, that is not showing it. So like this, for everything there is a binary number. For 53 also it is going to give a binary number 53. So everything. So different symbols, blank space is represented with binary as 32. The 32 is again showing as a, see this is the thing, 32. 10010 all zeros. So like that. 0010 all zeros. Total 8 zeros. 8 digits. So this is the way we are having different symbols and different characters. Okay. For 5 I'm not writing because the exact format is not exactly 101. There is a conversion equivalent, but not the ASCII code. That is. Okay? Again, you will confuse why remaining are 8 bits and this is only this. Okay. So this is the way when you type A or a blank space, say after it blank space is blank space, used blank space. Even blank space is also represented with some data, some code. Like this, in this fashion, that this English document with the help of ASCII is stored in the hard disk in the file day1 notes in this binary format. And later, once I send to you, again, you'll convert that when you open in your MS Word, it is going to again convert that binary code into English and it will be shown in English language, not in Marathi or any other language. Like that, to represent Hindi for storing the Hindi data or English data, we say English data. Like that, Hindi character set in Oracle. So different languages we can see for storing the Hindi. Hindi underscore India, because Hindi similar to Hindi, many languages also there. Okay. So there is a character coding system, Hindi underscore India. See. NLS language equal to Hindi underscore India dot IN8ISCII. So this is for representing Hindi language. Character coding system. It is to translate Hindi language data into binary and vice versa. Just for your understanding, I'm saying how ASCII is there for Hindi also, for Marathi also, for Japanese also, for Chinese also. Like this. Almost more than 200 languages character coding systems are available in the software industry. In India itself, recognized languages, 16 languages are there for us. Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Odisha, Oriya language, Bengali, Assami. Like this, many languages are there. Whereas support will be given to all. Like that, only other countries' languages like Chinese, Japanese. So this is the way we are going to store the data in the computer, read the data, store the data with the help of the character coding system. I hope you understood. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. Okay, right. I already said I'll go in a very professional way, real-time manner, and this way you don't get even in your college also, in regular training institutions also. I train to the employees of the software industry people also, to IITs, NITs, international students also, for different category of students, according to their level of understanding from their fundamental knowledge to highest knowledge will be given. Right. So the next is, we understood how the data is stored in the computer in binary format, but we supply the data in human languages. Translators are there. The translators will do the work, whatever is needed.
So
Right.
actually, I have a doubt.
Then, yeah, tell me.
Suppose we are searching anything on search engine.
Yes.
So the particular characters are also converted into binaries, or the process
Yes.
is just
No. Compulsory, it has to convert into binary.
so.
Okay.
So if the doubt is, I mean, like the character is of a bigger length. So for each character, the binary code is, I mean, like accepting all such big data.
Yes, definitely. See, English language characters generally take 1 byte. A will be represented with 1 byte. That is 8 bits. But
So
our
so how
language
come it
is
is
like
taking such a short time for searching?
array that can be done with thousands of servers. Google servers are there. Technology is totally different. That is what you are going to learn data engineering also, because you want to improve the speed of data analysis, storing, reading, management. Why you are learning data engineering? For that one only.
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
right. So here, whatever he asked, that all we are practically going to discuss. So when we are discussing about character data type, how to represent in our system, you know, we are going to discuss majorly about 3 data types I already listed to you. Under character data, we are going to discuss what are the facilities are there for representing, how the data of a Indian language is represented, how the data of Chinese language is represented, how the data of a English language is represented. Once we enter into the Oracle database in the form of commands, we are going to learn. Practically, we are going to learn. So that is reason you have to wait until the topic comes. So first we are going to discuss so the concepts, the beginning concepts of we understood now the character coding system. Now we need to understand the what is database. The next concept we need to understand database. So you understood data, why data is required, you understood. For data is required to be managed for performing the activities of a business, and in which format data is stored and where it is stored. Data is stored in the form of ones and zeros, but humans don't know that, and data is stored permanently in the hard disk and temporarily in the RAM also. That one point I'll write it here. In order to process the data, it is kept in memory. the bracket RAM, random access memory, and then processed, and then processed. Memory is temporary. Okay. Memory is temporary. Our human brain is also have a memory. Is it permanent? No. We'll forget. Our brain will forget. It is not permanent like hard disk or notebook. Okay. So the data storage, so processing of data needs in the memory. Sometime back, one of our student asked how Google is processing in the RAM only processing is done. Most of them. Most of the processing is done in the RAM. Without RAM. Can you tell what is written in your notebook without using your brain memory? You cannot tell. First you have to read with your eyes, load the data into your brain memory, and then with your oral this one signals or oral way approach method, you will be expressing that so and so is written in the book in so and so page. So when you submit a request at the Google in Hindi, then the request is translated into binary and it will be able to get the required information. Again, it will display in the Hindi only. But originally the details are in the binary format in the hard disk or in the storage devices, SSDs, whatever it may be. All fraction of seconds. Array, how this speed is coming? How quick it is happening? What is the technology behind it? That is only data management that we are going to learn. How to store professionally with high speed, good format, efficient format, how to modify, how to delete, how to calculate, how to group, how to categorize, sort, analysis. All these things are done, okay, as part of the data engineering is concerned. Okay. So what will one will data retrieval also giving retrieval means reading, retrieval or reading, fetching a row, fetching a row among 1 crore rows. The moment you for your activation of SIM card, your thumb is kept in the scanner, finger read device. Immediately your Aadhaar details and everything from your Aadhaar thing it will be going to come. Array, more than 100 crores fingerprints are there. Each person's 10 fingers will be there. Array, how speed it is comparing your finger with many of the other things. So these are all retrieving of the data, how speed we can do, all these things, part of the concepts we'll learn it. So now, for that one, first you need to understand database. What is meant by database? It is nothing but very large storage of data. Very large storage of data. It is nothing but very large storage of data. It is nothing but very large storage of data stored in several secondary storage devices. In distributed manner. Distributed manner means not in one location. Some portion is stored in Mumbai, some portion is stored in Pune, some portion is stored in Aurangabad, some portion may be in Australia, Sydney, some portion may be in New York. But whenever you want, you will get. Say Google, you are searching about some US information, right? You will get in India also. Indian when they are asking. Right, across the globe, we are having the details, we are able to get it. It is nothing but very large storage of data stored in several secondary storage devices in a distributed manner. Okay. To serve the data, to serve the data to several users simultaneously. To several users simultaneously. It is nothing but very large storage of data stored in several storage devices. Okay, not one or two, hundreds, thousands storage devices. How? In a distributed manner, not in one location. For what purpose? Serving this data. To whom? Not for one person. To several users. How? Not one after the other. Simultaneously. A railway ticket booking, a flight ticket booking, anybody can book anytime simultaneously. All the trains, all the flights, details are maintained in the database. So example is what? Railway database or flights database or Amazon database, bank database. Why? You are one of the bank customer. Like you, many bank customers are there. Since you are using the doing the bank transaction, it is not that remaining all are kept in waiting state. It's not that they can do their transactions, you can do your transaction. If you go to a railway reservation complex, 24 counters will be there. In all 24 counters or 30 counters simultaneously, everybody doing their booking. You can see, observe. Of course, nowadays that many lengthy complexes are not there. In olden days, that is the case. Now everybody is booking from their mobile phones, laptops, desktops. Simultaneous. The nature is simultaneous. So store the data, give the data simultaneously, and large amount, large amount, extremely large. How much large? Any amount it is able to manage. You remembered, I think, in Robo movie, the configuration of the Robo, Rajnikant is used to say, my capacity is 1 zettabyte. Storage capacity of Robo is 1 zettabyte. Zettabyte is very high. Now computers are not using zettabytes also. Exabytes itself is high. You know bytes? Byte means 8 bits. Bit means either 1 or 0. If 1 or 0, if you combine, that is called 8 bits, is 1 byte. 1024 bytes, 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes, 1 megabyte. Like this, after megabyte, after first byte, kilobytes, megabytes, then gigabytes, then we are having different up to the exabytes. So petabytes, exabytes, octabytes. So gigabytes, then TB will come, terabytes. You know, most common hard disks are 1 TB, 2 TB, 4 TB, terabyte hard disk in your laptop, desktop. After that, petabyte, PB. After that, exabyte. Now we are using exabytes. Okay. So for your understanding, volume of data in a day in WhatsApp. In a day, in a WhatsApp, how much data it is going to be? in a day. Volume of data, either transferred or given or whatever it may be. Amount of daily sent messages in billions, 50 billions. Size. Size of data. Sending a text, generally 30 KB. So like this, it will not cross at any time even terabytes. So now what we are doing, of course, since you are a data engineer, you need to deal with the different types of data, large volume of data, Hadoop, databases are structured and all social media unstructured. So just for idea's sake, I'm telling. So anyhow, a very large amount of data is maintained in a database. And on that data will perform all these operations. What operations? Modification, deletions, storing, modification, deletion, retrieval, calculations, grouping, sorting, analysis, all these things comes under that. The database is going to maintain all these things and it is going to do all those operations on that. So database only stores the data. Database management system. Database management system. The software used to perform data management operations as mentioned above. As mentioned above. As mentioned above. The database management system is what? It is a software used to perform data management operations as mentioned above. We already mentioned data management operations. Okay. So data management operations, we clearly mentioned all those things it is able to do. See, if you want to store your biodata, if you want to store your biodata, you need a software. Not only for storing, for editing, for reading. Okay. So compulsory we need a storage unit for storing and editing also required. Compulsorily editing is needed. Not only editing, will do reporting, printing, or displaying. So don't think that the presentation is always in printing format or displaying format or different format. A railway announcement is done in audio manner as an announcement, or LED display format, or television display format, or the SMS to a mobile phone. Array, your train is booked by you and it is coming in few hours time. Your ticket is booked and so seat, get ready. So different formats will be there. Database management system is a software, it will support you many things. Without that software, you cannot do data manage database. Database is only storage, but to process it, we need a software. That is called database management system software. Example, Oracle database management system. So Oracle Corporation is one of the management system software. Oracle is having a 19C, release 19C. So tomorrow I'll explain what is Oracle database and how Oracle database management system will be there. We'll start learning the concepts in detail. So compulsorily, a database must have a database management system. A database must have a database management system compulsorily. And that software will do all database management operations like storing, modification, deletion, retrieval, calculations, grouping, sorting, intelligence kind of operations it is going to do. In the world, there are several management systems are there. Database management systems are there in the world. But we are going to see the most popular. All of you, please keep in mute. So we are going to see the most popular database and database management system that is called Oracle. Why we see only Oracle database? Because its market is 67% and it is the first commercial database. Oracle is the first commercial database. Its market is 67%. It is having a wide features when compared to anyone. Number one software. Naturally, anybody want to go for a number one product? Why you learn a last product which is not used by many people? Why we learn? We learn only the people which is more preferred. So why we chosen Oracle database when compared to the other databases for learning the data engineering course? We can learn many other databases also. MySQL is there, MS SQL Server is there, DB2 is there, Teradata is there, HANA is there. But why we have chosen the Oracle database? Because widely used, first thing. More features are there in that. If you learn this, you can work with any other thing also. If you learn Oracle database, how can you work with other databases? Very simple. If you learn the driving of any bike or any car, you can drive the other bikes and other cars. Similar standards, same standards. No difference. It is not necessary that if you learn the Maruti vehicle, car, no need to again learn some other car also, Bench car or any other car. Not necessary. Any car is only, any bike is only. But if more featured, highest technology car you have learned, remaining cars you can manage anyway. So here, that is the reason we have selected the Oracle database. Not only widely used, but also used having the many features. 1979 it is released into the market. 1979 means more than 40 years. Approaching 45 years of journey. And it is the first one also of that kind. So that is the reason we are going to learn about the database, Oracle database and Oracle database server. Is the Oracle database server software is installed into your machines or yet to be installed? May I know that status, please?
Not
Not
installed.
installed yet.
Okay. So
No.
I think your coordinators are going to show you the installation procedures and pass the even video also how to install and other things, and they help you. It may take some time, 2 to 3 days. It may take. Don't be nervous. So even though your local installation is not done of your Oracle database, still you can use the cloud database. So initially you work with the cloud database of the Oracle. That is an emergency is not there to install today itself or tomorrow itself, but anyhow they will take care within a 2 to 3 days time. The installation is done to all of you.